This is a 2000 watt e-bike, and this is a 2000 watt e-bike. And this is a 2600 watt e-bike. So what is the actual difference and which one should you buy? The 2000 watt kits tend to do about 35 to 40 miles an hour. And we're just going to see whether there's any difference first between my 2000 watt bike and Lewis's 2000 watt bike in a quick head-to-head race. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the extra weight slowed me down. He's in the lead. I think that goes to show the weight difference between our bikes. Yeah. Blue takes the win. And now we're taking the winner of the fastest 2000 watt bike, and we're racing it straight against this 2600 watt bike to see what the difference is. 3, 2, 1, go. Immediately taking the lead. much faster. So this is a fresh conversion I've done on a brand new Albia hardtail, size large 29-inch wheels. And we have got fitted the Kirbebike 2600 watt kit. It's got a 52 volt battery, but it comes in 25 amp hour and a whopping 30 amp hour. Both huge 52 volt batteries with loads of range. This bike only come with 160mm rotor, so I've gone with 200 and 180mm rotor upgrades color coded to the bike. And we've also got this full twist Sur-on stop throttle. Wow. It is really fast. So we've already established that on flat ground the 2000 watt e-bike is slower than the 2600 watt e-bike. I say we find out what difference 600 watts of extra power makes going up a hill. Let's find out. Guys, don't forget to check out my raffles. I've got a bike ending this week and another one ending the week after. They are extremely high-end, extremely fast mid-drive conversions with CYC X1 Pro and CYC Photon Pro. Insane bits of kit and a super rare opportunity to get some extremely fast electric mountain bikes built to a spec that you just don't ever see anywhere, let alone for a £2 giveaway. So head on over to raffle.com/do stuff, get your entries in on that. And here we are. Right, we've got Lou on the 2000 watt to my right. I'm on the 2600 watt, both 52 volt e-bike builds. And we've got a choice of two hills, this one or this one. We're going to send it up this one. We're going to go throttle only, no pedaling, yeah? You're going to have to, wouldn't we, just to see the bike's power, so there's nothing in it. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, a bit of wheel spin from me, you lost traction. Lou's doing all right. Oh, we're taking the lead now. I'll stop at the top and see how far behind he is. Final ascent. And we are up. Haha, 52 volt 2000 watt versus 52 volt 2600 watts. How much difference does 600 watts make? Same size mountain bikes, same size wheels, both 52 volt batteries, exactly the same motor, aren't they? So we've placed cows at 0 degrees, 30 degrees and 60 and 90 degrees. Right, are you ready? You don't think you're going to make it because we're not pedaling. This is a throttle only hub drive test for 52 volt kits. Will this make up a hill that usually only 60 and 72 volt bikes go up without pedaling? Let's find out. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, he's doing all right. Taking the lead though. Look out for the cows. Bye, Mr. Cow. Oh, I'm struggling, Lou's struggling. Well, there you have it then, guys. The difference between 600 watts of extra power 52 volt Kirbebike kits. It's pretty up here, isn't it? Why have you got the throttle so far forward? That's awful. I'm on Lou's 2000 watt. Lou's on the 2600 watt. Yeah, it looks nice as well. Fast, isn't it?
I'm on the YouTube.
Maybe. Drop it in and I will see if it comes out close enough.
Oh, over there. What, and then do that jump over there?
Yeah, all of it go in the train.
Like the electric deconversion.
Oh yeah, this is one I built for my son. Alright guys,
See ya.
take it easy. See you later.
What's your channel called? Dude Stuff.
Dude stuff, D-U-D-E. See you guys later. Cheers. Yeah. Lou's loving the extra power of the 600 watt motor. Look at him go. Can't keep up with him on the 2000 watt. Most fast electric hub drive bikes have normally got a 60 or a 72 volt battery, so how have Kirbebike managed to get 2600 watts out of a 2000 watt hub motor? So it is all thanks to this battery and controller combination. Most 2000 watt kits have got a 40 amp continuous BMS and a 40 amp controller. Thanks to the larger battery, this is able to safely draw 50 amps of current from the battery and 50 amps of power out of the controller, which means it gives you more acceleration and more torque and more peak wattage. So here we've got a 52 volt e-bike conversion, but it's 2600 watts. And next to it we have got a 52 volt e-bike conversion that is 2000 watts. So what is the pros and cons? Well, I've got two big ones to show you. So this is the standard 2000 watt kit battery that's 20 amp hours, which is usually enough range for most people, but people seem to have range anxiety these days. And Kirbebike with the 2600 watt kit are offering this battery, but it is much bigger, heavier, and costs more money. And not only is this installed with a bigger battery to get the 2600 watts, the controller compared to the standard 2000 watt controller is absolutely flipping massive. Some people might actually prefer the compact setup of this small 40 amp sine wave controller to this huge 50 amp smart controller. This is the 40 amp sine wave controller that comes with the Kirbebike 2000 watt 52 volt kit, and this is the 50 amp smart controller that comes with a 2600 watt Andy Kirby kit 52 volt, and the size difference is absolutely insane. So that might be a deciding factor on when fitting it to your bike. Do you have enough space for it? Do you want it to be smaller and more discreet? Do you really just want the extra power of the 600 watts that you can pull out of this? But one other thing worth pointing out is that if you want to run this, you have to have a battery capable of pulling at least 50 amps continuous. So it's not like you can just do a straightforward controller upgrade to an old kit, because the battery probably won't be able to handle it. After having ridden a 2000 watt 52 volt kit and a 2600 52 volt kit, which one should you buy and why? Well, I think it really comes down to personal preference, because there's pros and cons to both. The 2000 watt kit besides me is obviously cheaper, it's fast enough for most people, and the battery and controller are much smaller. And this is the old style square wave controller. The newer sine wave is even smaller and more discreet than that. And the 2600 watt kit is obviously faster, but it's more expensive. The controller is much bigger and the battery is fucking huge as well, but you are getting extra speed and extra range. It really depends on your preference of what you want from your e-bike conversion. Guys, let me know in the comments what you would buy. If you was to get a hub drive kit, would you get the 2000 watt kit or the 2600 watt kit? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do not forget to check out kirbebike.com where you can buy either of these kits. Also, don't forget to check out the Raffles, I've got some very high-end CYC builds ending soon with not many entrants, so the odds are really good. Super rare opportunity to win an extremely fast high-end mountain bike for just £2. Link in the video description. Thanks to Kirbebike for sending out these kits that we used on this bike today. Just to let you know, the gold chopper that is mine in this video and the blue Trek, which is my son's, are both running Kirbebike kits that we've been using for probably, what, 3 or 4 years, Lou? Quite a number of years. And they're still going strong. Highly recommend it. Always use LG or Samsung battery cells. Quality bits of kit, link in the video description. Right guys, hope you enjoyed watching that video. Leave us a comment, leave us a like, or if you're feeling super generous, send us a, what's that new thing, Lou? Super like? Right guys, hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget, leave us a like, leave us a comment, and if you're feeling super generous, press the hype button, and I will see you guys in a video soon. Take it easy.